Nigel Farage, do you accept that migration can bring advantages and economic benefits along with it obvious problems?
Well, migration did bring benefits, socially and economically, a long time ago. But now the numbers over the last 25 years have gone completely out of control. And it is without doubt, it is now making us poorer. The bigger the population becomes over the last few years, gross domestic product per capita consistently falls. But what also it does in these sort of numbers, and these numbers would have been unimaginable just a few years ago, it is beginning to divide communities. A lot depends also on who comes. There are certain countries and certain cultures, and if people come from those countries, then it's very, very difficult for them to see life the way that we do.
You've previously refrained from calling for mass deportation. Do you still feel the same? What's your position now?
I've made it very, very clear we should deport those who are here illegally. I've made that very, very clear. We're going to talk more about this. This is the 6-week crime campaign. We're on week 3, but I will be talking a lot more about this.
And on crime, crime across the UK has generally decreased over the last decade. What do you say to people that say you're talking Britain down?
Well, the Crime Survey of England and Wales shows crime falling. That's because of the way they measure crime. And they don't include shoplifting, they don't include online fraud, and a whole load of crimes that have frankly exploded. If you look at the PCR number, the police recorded crime, what you see are significant rises, and particularly rises, not just in shoplifting, but in crimes against the person. Take, for example, just London as an example. If you take the knife figures today and go back 3 or 4 years, you're seeing a rise of well over 50%.
And just finally on Gaza, do you support the government's plans to bring more Gazan children to the UK for treatment?
Well, it's all well and good saying let's bring Gazan children to Britain for treatment, but does that mean that we end up then with big family reunions, or does it mean that we treat children and send them back to Gaza? I've not seen the full details of this, but very, very often you can do this as a way of opening the door.
So in principle, yes, but not necessarily.
Well, I would worry hugely if we allowed Gazan adults to come into Britain in any sort of numbers, given just how strong the association with Hamas is.